from Mayor Barry. Do you remember Mayor Barry being entrapped in the hotel room?
Yes, sir.
O.J. Simpson.
Yes, sir.
The court found O.J. Simpson not guilty.
That's right.
And then they fashioned a new trial called a civil trial, where even though he was not guilty, they said he was responsible. And they went after O.J. and they've destroyed that man's life.
That's right.
They even imprisoned him for several years. It's only recently that he got out of prison.
That's right.
Mike Tyson.
Yes, sir.
At the time when Mike Tyson was on trial, there was a Kennedy on trial for rape. And the evidence against the Kennedy was overwhelming, where the evidence against Mike Tyson was very flimsy.
That's right.
But Mike Tyson was found guilty and the Kennedy was acquitted. Michael Jackson. They tried twice. And on both occasions, Michael Jackson was exonerated and acquitted. I think the last time it was 10 counts against him. And the jury came back on every count. They found him not guilty. And that was with all the slander, wacko, jacko, and all the rest of the stuff that was in the media. And there was an outpouring of support globally for this man, Michael Jackson, and he was acquitted. But now the demons in the media make a documentary. And you know, beloved family, I don't know if we really understand how the enemy works. The Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan has broken it down in a series of lectures that he's given us, entitled The Crucifixion of Michael Jackson, and basically how crucifixion works. And one of the tactics in crucifixion is to just sling mud. And the enemy works on the basis that if you sling enough mud, some of it will stick. He's a wicked demon, beloved. And he don't care what the evidence says. He will continue to keep saying the same thing, and eventually those with weak minds, because I'm telling you, there's a whole heap of black people who would have watched that documentary or that two-part documentary and will now be wavering somewhat, not sure.
Teach.
See, because, why would these white men be so staunch in support of Michael Jackson, and now they're admitting, I was actually lying. And really, now I just want to tell the truth now because, I've been so traumatized. Let me tell you something. I was watching those documentaries, and I watched them very carefully. And I'm telling you, beloved, we don't really understand who we are. We don't understand. Do you understand who Nicole Simpson was before she married OJ? Some little, what they call white trash waitress. We don't understand. Do you know who these people are? Who Michael Jackson went and pulled out of some little backwater? Who had nothing going for them, and this man made them. Some of them now got careers based on their association with Michael Jackson. But see, if somebody pulls you out of nothingness and makes you into something where now you're literally in the media spotlight, and then that one who has made you goes away. Do you remember when Master Farad Muhammad was going to leave and the Honorable Elijah Muhammad was crying?
Teach.
And he said, "You don't need me no more." And the Honorable Elijah Muhammad said, "Yes, I do." But Master Farad Muhammad, Allah in person, knew more about Elijah than Elijah knew about himself. And he also knew what Elijah was going to have to go through, but that it would not destroy or break Elijah. But when Michael Jackson brought these people out of obscurity, they weren't meant to come out of obscurity, beloved. He befriended people who were so weak and so shallow that when Michael was gone, one of them became a film director. And at a certain point in time, he had some big film that he was supposed to be directing or whatever. He had married some woman. I'm talking about one of these white men who turn around and saying that, they were molested by Michael when they were children. And he couldn't cope with the pressure of being a director of some big movie, and the man was having a nervous breakdown. But you now want to turn that on, it's Michael Jackson. It's because I'm traumatized by the abuse that I went through as a child at the hands of Michael Jackson. No, it's because you are somebody who was pulled out of obscurity. You never had the steel. You never had the qualifications. You never had the ability to handle what you're now trying to handle. But I'm going to turn this on Michael Jackson. If you see, beloved, how these people, I hear these questions being asked. Why would you allow your son, your child, to go and sleep in a man's bed? I don't care who you are. You ain't sleeping. My child ain't going to go and sleep in your bed as an adult. But why were they doing that? You think they cared about their children? It's not my subject, man. Bill Cosby. Do you understand, beloved, what's going on here? Do you understand the iconic view of a Bill Cosby in America and throughout the world? As a man who portrayed a black family, the head of a black family that was loved universally. Look, man, Dr. Huxtable, was it?
Yes, sir.
But they've got to destroy this image. R. Kelly. Let me tell you something, beloved, in closing on this little brief thing here. See, the reason why God said separation, because we don't understand that part of the enemy's agenda is to bring us all down with him. See, the scripture is clear. That day shall not come lest the man of sin be revealed. But you see, the man of sin, he's got to try now and put as much sin on us. He's got to say, look, they're the same as me. You understand? All praise is due to Allah. They're the same as me. I'm not going to go by myself, Harvey Weinstein. I'm not going out like that. I'm going to take as many of them down with me as possible. Do you know how many of our people in Hollywood have been compromised? Oh, beloved, you haven't got no idea. Did you hear the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan at Saviour's Day?
Yes, sir.
Talking about that casting couch? Talking about people not being able to walk properly because of what's happened to their rear end? This is real, beloved. And many of our people have sold their soul to the devil in order to get a part in a movie. You ain't heard nothing yet in terms of the type of scandals that's coming, because they've compromised our people, beloved. And this is why the scripture says, come out of her. Be not partakers of her sins and her plagues. Our people don't understand. We think that we're going to hang out with these people and their filth is not going to